Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Elevate Fitness podcast. So first of all we're going to do is tell you a little bit about us, what we do, why we set up the gym, and a little bit about our background and whether or not this is something that we can help you with down the line. So who is Elevate? We are a small group training facility in Goring, West Sussex, so in Worthing if you know where that is. And together myself and Shah have over 20 years of experience within personal training, coaching and fitness. So Shah is my partner. We've just had a little girl, she's 2 weeks old just today, so we're kind of stepping back a little bit from coaching for the minute until things settle down a little bit. We also have 2 staff members that look after the gym as well, so we have Beth and Alice along the way. And both of us have worked in gyms for many years. We've worked online, we've done boot camps, we've taught all the fitness classes going around, and basically we set up Elevate as a small group facility to get people results, a results-led facility. And what we found over the years of working with people, especially within big group class situations such as your Les Mills and your boot camps, you can get many people through the door. However, the results don't always stick and people struggle outside of the gym and tend to just be winging it within their own lifestyles. And the reason that we've done this is we've built it all together into a hybrid kind of approach, so that we look after people in a small group of 6, so that we can look after the people on an individual basis. We can coach them to their needs and their wants and their abilities, and we can also help them outside of the gym so that they can get the best possible results in the fastest amount of time. So we've both done one-to-one, we've both done this over a long period of time, and we've stepped back on the one-to-one now so that we can now help more people in the same amount of time so that we don't burn ourselves out. So we work on a strict 6-to-1 principle within our small group training. So 1 coach to 6 members maximum, just so that we can help everybody on a more individual basis, and that we can coach them to their needs. In a big class, you can't really do that. If you're doing a body pump or you're doing a big boot camp, there's not the natural progression there, so that we can be increasing every single week through our reps, our sets, our weights, and all of those good things. You tend to just turn up, you go to the class, have fun, which we preach as well. We preach the results and we preach having the fun. So we want you to have fun, we want you to progress, and we want you to be upping and progressing in a certain way every single week throughout the training that we give you. What we found in the fitness industry as well is that many people, especially on social media, they focus on how they look and they train to look a certain way, which is absolutely fine. However, there are many people out there who do not train to look a certain way. They train to make their body an instrument, not an ornament. So they train to be strong, they train to be fit, they train to be healthy, and they're not worried about whether they have a six-pack or not. These are the kind of people that we want to be working with, because that is what we do within our lives. We want to have a balanced life, we want to enjoy ourselves, have a balanced lifestyle. We don't want to be having to eat a strict meal plan. We don't want to be having to exercise every single day. For myself right now, I'm training 3 days per week, and that is how it stays. And that is the time that I've got back now from not having to do those things. The time that I've got back now from not having these things, and
recording stopped.
And going back to when I first started training, that is the things that I used to do, which I now kind of resent and realise the mistakes that I've made along the way. So for example, I was training every single day at one point back a few years ago. I thought it would help me. I thought it would help my results, my mental health, my recovery. It was the opposite, and I struggled and I could never recover, and I couldn't enjoy my life. I was taking my diet too strictly. I was tracking everything to the absolute gram, and I was just getting so tied up in how I looked and the amount of times that I could train per week as a kind of self-gratitude, rather than looking at the bigger thing, the bigger picture, and looking at my life as a whole. And I was skipping socials, I was missing time with friends, and I was missing meals out, etc., to go and train, because I was worried if I missed the workout, I would go backwards. And again, we know now this is not the case. So we want to work with people that want to enjoy life, want to be strong, want to be fit, want to be healthy, and to be able to eat the foods that they want without the fear of not having that six-pack after the weekend. So strict diets, we do not do strict diets within Elevate. If you want a meal plan, we're probably not for you. There is a time and a place for a meal plan. However, the approach that we have is the balanced nutrition to allow you to have your takeaway at the weekend, to allow you to have that meal out, to allow you to go out for a beer. If you want to have night out with friends, we can do that. We can give you that time. Using the pick and mix method nutrition that we do have will allow you to do that and still see the results that you want without worrying whether you go over on your food if you want to go and have a dessert when you go out for a meal. So the strict diets is a no-go for us. We want a nice balanced nutrition overall. We're looking at stress-free results. This is another thing that we're big on, and going back to what I said about training 6-7 days a week, we do not want people to be doing that. We want people to be out enjoying their lives, enjoying their social time, spending time with their kids. We do not want you to be having to work out every single day just to see a result. A majority of people that we work with are training between 2 to 3 days per week, and that is enough to see the consistent results and obviously allow them stress-free results because they're not having to worry about hitting the gym every single day after work. So stress-free results is another big thing that we want to push, and we are not going to hound you if you're not at the gym 5-6 days a week. The other thing that we've noticed as well is the lack of support that people have, and many people come to us having no program, no support, no kind of knowledge on how to get where they want to get. And they often find themselves going to the gym, winging it, doing random programs, random things they found online, and they might get initial results. However, that is not a long-term fix because they can't stick to it, it's too much, and it's just overcomplicating the movement. So again, we make this program nice and simple for you. We work on a whole body approach, and you will join a really, really strong community that will help you get the results that you want. So what I'll do is I'll post a few of the recent results that we've had up on the screen just now so we can talk about Joe. Joe's dropped over 20 pounds in the last 11 weeks from training just 3 days per week. He now eats 3 meals a day, nice and balanced, and he still has a beer at the weekend, and he still goes and has a barbecue whilst he's away with his family camping. We've got Claudie, which is another great share recently. She shared a photo to us wearing the clothes that she actually wanted to wear because she now has the confidence to be able to do that out and about, whereas before she was a little bit body conscious and wasn't comfortable wearing those particular clothes. We've also then got Ryan. He has dropped 20 kilos over this year from attending the gym, not stressing too much about his food, enjoying his beers on the weekend. He's had quite a few holidays this year as well, and he's still seen massive results. So these are some of the things that you can expect if you do want to reach out, work with us. We can work with you on an online capacity or obviously in the gym if you are local. So these are all the things that we kind of preach, the values that we have. Obviously some people don't agree with these, we don't agree with some other people. So this is how we roll, this is how we work. So thank you first of all for listening to our first kind of little ramble with what we do and how we work, and keep your eyes peeled for the next one.